We're back on the Morning Brew with friends, and this is Kim Kester, the American Honey Queen, with my friend Jesse Brown. And Jesse's the president of the Beekeepers Association, and I'm assuming you guys brought in the Honey Queen.
That's right. We're having a big event this weekend. We're having the All About Bees conference, which is all about bees and
I love it.
pollinators. And for this event, we brought in Kim to speak.
And you are National's bee spokesperson.
Yes, I'm the American Honey Queen. So I travel around the country educating people about the importance of honeybees and how it affects our food supply through pollination.
That's awesome. And you have a crown.
Yes.
Is there a pageant for this? Is there a whole thing
It's more of a job interview process. They select me based on my communication skills, professionalism, and my knowledge of the beekeeping industry.
So have you been a beekeeper for a long time?
I've actually been a beekeeper for the past couple of years, but I am learning a lot as I go, and beekeeping is really a never-ending learning process.
I'm sure. Well, you can learn a lot from folks like Jesse.
Exactly.
Who have been, how long have you been beekeeping?
I've been keeping bees about 10 years here in Albuquerque.
And do you have hives just hidden all over town?
I sure
do you
do,
just
yeah.
go to your friends and say, hey, can I put this in your backyard?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
That's awesome. If I didn't live in an apartment, I would let you have the backyard.
Well, on the roof, you could put them on the roof.
Oh, that'd be fun. Do they fly? Can they fly that high?
Yeah, they sure can. Yeah, they'll travel 3 to 5 miles to get nectar and pollen. So if you have a lot of nectar and pollen sources near your home,
they'd be right at home. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So how many bees do you have? How many hives do you have scattered around Albuquerque?
I have about 10 hives right now. Yeah.
And what do you do with those? I mean, do you just collect the honey and sell it? What do you?
Yeah, I collect the honey. I make products out of the beeswax, and then I do a lot of honeybee removal from people's homes and structures as well.
Yeah, I know some people, every now and then you'll get a hive in your backyard, and some people don't want that.
That's right.
Especially if you got little ones.
Absolutely.
Or pets or something like that, right?
That's right.
Right. So, but you can can you rehome a hive, I guess?
Absolutely, yeah. And it's wonderful because our bees are having such a hard time keeping alive these days. So the best method for taking care of bees is having a beekeeper move them for you, relocate
very cool.
them.
So it's cold out there. Can they survive that? It's 5 degrees or something today.
Yes, honeybees can overwinter, especially in the southern states. It's not quite as difficult as in the Midwest. But beekeepers make sure that their honeybees are happy and healthy to survive.
Very cool. So I keep reading about bees disappearing. Is that a thing? Is that what is going on?
Researchers have determined it's sort of a multifactorial issue. It's not just one root cause.
Okay.
So one thing that you can do as an everyday person is to plant bee-friendly flowers. In the Southwest, a lot of things that they go for, even just wildflowers or the sage that grows. So if you can keep those plants alive in your yards, you can help the honeybees as well.
Very cool. And it's just simple planting of stuff makes a bee happy, right? And then we need them for pollination, I know that. How many, can you really go and just get a honeybee queen somewhere and just start a hive? I've read about this, that you can just buy these things online and start your own hive kind of out of nowhere.
You can buy packages of bees. However, we recommend that you take a beekeeping class first so you really know what you're getting into.
Right, that's not a thing you want to do on your own.
I mean, you can do it on your own, but we recommend that you have people like Jesse to help if you need assistance.
Is that part of the conference, is some of these beginners classes?
That's right. Yeah, the New Mexico Beekeepers Association conference this weekend. We're going to have information for beginning beekeepers, people that are interested in becoming beekeepers will be there.
Very cool. What are native bees? Are there different kinds of bees? I'm sure the ones you guys have are different from the ones we have here in New Mexico, right?
So the honeybees themselves are actually fairly standard. We generally use the same types of bees across the country.
There's one American model?
They're actually a European origin.
Oh, okay.
And there's different sort of breeds within there. So they're actually pretty common across the United States. But your native pollinators may be different than in the Midwest.
Okay. Do you specialize in certain kinds of honeybees, or do you also have native pollinators too?
Mostly honeybees. Native pollinators are really difficult to keep. They're mostly solitary bees. They don't live in, it's just a different type of bee. They don't like to live in
Solitary
colonies.
bees sounds like a sad life. So what else could we learn at the conference this weekend? So there's beginning classes. There's there's got to be a lot.
Well, we'll be hearing from Ryan Hiles. He's the New Mexico State Apiary Inspector. He's going to be talking about the New Mexico pollinator plan that's being being put in the works right now.
And an apiator is not somebody who studies apes.
No, no, it's someone that checks our beehives to make sure that they're healthy.
Okay.
We're also going to have Kim Bailey, Bee City USA, to figure out how cities around New Mexico can become more pollinator friendly. And we're going to have Kim Kester speaking as well about the benefits of honey. And we're going to have some researchers down in Farmington who have actually been using honey as medicine.
Oh, very cool. So I read about I get allergies and hay fever and all of that. Is the thing about eating native honey, is that like a real thing to help? It seems to help me with my allergies. Like apparently the pollen gets in the honey and then it helps you battle your own allergies, right?
I've definitely heard of people that it works for. However, you might want to talk to your doctor before making any sort of lifestyle changes.
That's a real
like that.
spokeswoman who says, talk to your doctor first. Don't just start trying crazy stuff, Dan. Talk to your doctor.
But honey is very versatile and diverse. You can use it for more than just eating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can. Well, what else can you make out of honey? I was thinking about bee stuff like wax candles, all of that. But
Right. In addition to the wax that you can get from the hive as well, or just eating the honey, honey has antibacterial properties, so it can help accelerate healing if you put it on a wound or a cut.
Oh, very cool. So how many bees does it take to keep a place like Albuquerque alive? Do we need, is it like billions of bees or millions of bees, like trillions? How many do we have here? Any ideas? Not to put you on the spot with numbers at 7:15 in the morning, Jesse, but
That's all right. It's hard to keep account. We don't have a registration process here in New Mexico,
right.
so we don't know how many beekeepers there are. But there's groups like the local ABQ Beaks that they have monthly meetings, and it's all education, how to keep your bees healthy.
How did you get into bees anyway? I mean, is this a thing? It's like an unlikely hobby.
Well, you would be surprised how zen-like it is being inside the hive, because there's very few moments where I feel like you are just living in the present. And when I'm in the hive, I am living in the absolute present.
Do you have to have the suit? And
It's recommended.
how many times have you been stung?
More than I can count, but bees are actually very docile creatures. They won't really sting you unless they feel threatened if you're going into the hive or they feel like you're attacking their home.
Yeah, because they die if they sting you. Right?
Exactly.
Right. So the big conference is this weekend, and where is it again?
So it's at the South Broadway Cultural Center. Our keynote speaker is Mark Winston. He wrote a book called Bee Time: Lessons from the Hive, and he won an award in Canada that is basically the equivalent of a Pulitzer Prize. So he should be
cool.
really amazing to see.
Very cool. We can all get photos with the American Honey Queen.
That's right.
And when is this like? Do you get to wear this as a 1-year thing, 2-year thing, like a Miss America thing?
It's a 1-year term where I just travel the country educating kids in schools. I'm actually visiting a few different elementary and middle schools while I'm here in New Mexico to teach them
awesome.
about how important pollination is.
Do you like bring bees with you?
Not live bees, but I do have some awesome posters of bees that the kids can really learn what they all look like.
That's great. We're back in a couple of seconds with Nolan. I think he's going to try to ride his bicycle somewhere around here. She's been riding all around the backstage already. Back on the Morning Brew.